Only 100 years had passed, and the once bustling city was covered in vines. The cause was a natural disaster, forcing humans to flee Earth. The hotel, however, remained unaffected by the vines and continued operating as usual. However, something seemed to be amiss with the robots. A girl, a robot, was fetching water to cool down a robot suffering from heatstroke. Since Earth lacks humans, the robot's coolant had been depleted. The hotel was actually managed by a series of robots. The robots had been kept waiting for their master's return, leaving them waiting for an eternity. Due to code constraints, they performed the same tasks day after day, while the girl, acting as the manager, held daily meetings with her team. One day, the drilling robot was nowhere to be seen. After arranging arrangements with the robots, the girl decided to check on them. Upon arrival, she discovered that the drilling robot had completed its mission. Since there were no damaged parts, it was normal for it to be scrapped. She placed the drilling robot next to its companion and thanked it for all it had done for the hotel. For robots, recharging is like rest. The next day, the girl broke the bad news and offered to take over his work. Everyone immediately tried to stop her, believing it was a mistake to let a doorman robot, who would only faint, do the job. Following the girl's orders, everyone began their work. However, while checking the hotel's belongings, she discovered that the shower cap, which always hung in the bathroom, was missing. This was a terrifying discovery. According to her data analysis, the lack of the shower cap would lead to low guest satisfaction, threatening the hotel's survival. She then declared this the most serious crisis the hotel had faced in a century. She then announced the closure of the business and insisted on finding the shower cap. It was then that the girl discovered that the missing shower cap had been taken by the doorman, who then admitted that he actually disliked using water to cool down. This puzzled the girl, and the doorman said it wasn't easy to speak his mind. He was actually grateful to the girl for cooling him down every day, but doing so would make her feel guilty. But what did this have to do with opening the door every day? He explained that the goal was to provide guests with the best possible experience, and that this was why he preferred to faint from the heat every day. The girl felt he had failed, having failed to understand his subordinates' feelings and failing to fulfill his master's instructions. Just as she was feeling heartbroken, she suddenly heard the door open. She thought the gatekeeper was playing around again, but this time, a guest arrived. The moment he saw the customer enter, he felt he had fulfilled his master's instructions.